Welcome everybody to the Christmas haul. And well yeah, Christmas special, whatever you want to call it. We got SH Figure Words Gojo, SH Figure Words Yugi. I opened him because there's no Ortiz, sadly. So nobody cares about him. So we'll just look at his accessories right now. He has his like fucking gun aiming fucking hands. He has the Puerto Rican flag. He has his alternate head sculpt, which has his face covered. And then we have Santana right here, normal. Well, as you can tell, he is two-toned. Ab crunch right there. How far can his arms go? He could pretty much choke himself. Double jointed arms. Legs go up about that much. Legs go off to the side about that much. Legs go backwards about that much. So, yeah, he's like every other AEW figure. He's very posable. And, let's see, we got Unmatched 1, Kenny Omega, Elite 88, Matt Riddle, Unrivaled 5, Luchasaurus, Unrivaled 6, Rey Fenix, Elite 89, Damien Priest, Unrivaled 7, Lance Archer, Unrivaled 6, Karshida, Elite 87, Asuka, Unrivaled 6, Jake Hager, and the Aubrey Edwards Double or Nothing ring to replace this broken one. So, we'll show you them out of the package. And let's start here with Yugi Todori. Let's see, he has the open hand. He has another open hand. He has some choking hand. Well, one of these are a special hand. Yeah, there we go. The Sukuna hand. So that's why he has 3 sets of flat hands, open hands. Then he has 2 choking hands, the Sukuna head, the other Yugi head, yelling head where the motherfucker's all like, ah! Another piece of his hair, comes with the divergent fist, and, you know, he moves fairly well. Although, not much side action to be done there. But, he moves up quite a bit, backwards quite a bit, ab crunch, it's there. Range of motion when it comes to the head, you can look up, you can look down all the fucking ways you want, it does not matter. When it comes to looking up and down, that man is good. And now, the man himself, Satoru Gojo. But first, let's look at his accessories. Let's see, he has like a clenching fingers fucking hand. Let's see, open hand with the blindfold. Well, that's an extra blindfold. This is a choking hand, but also like clenching fingers. But this one he's hold on has his fingers bent. Hollow purple hands. Infinite domain hands. I don't know, he's saying a little bit of something or something, I don't know. And let's see, Gojo has a open mouth head sculpt and his beautiful unmasked face. Very beautiful. And then here's Gojo himself. Moves up a fucking lot when it comes to head. Looks down pretty well. Can he choke himself? Yes, he could choke himself. Articulation, good. That's how, oh my goodness. Man could do the biggest boo of them all. My god. Let's see. Side. He could do the biggest super kick of them all. And backwards. I don't know why it would be backwards, but yeah, he has the most back fucking articulation. He can bend backwards that much, bend forward that much. He has a lot of articulation, very fun. And I love Gojo, my favorite character from Jujutsu Kaisen. And Jujutsu Kaisen is a good show, but it's time you guys move. Goodbye, Eugene, bye, Gojo. We'll see you guys later. And, I threw that on him. He does not come with the tag title. So how about we get into Riddle? He comes with the bro hands. Comes with the flip-flops. And if you remember last year's Christmas special, My Matt Riddle only had one flip-flop, so I finally have a full set of flip-flops. He has the double jointed arms, still not very muscular, cloth t-shirt, head sculpt comes off, and it's kind of annoying, but hey, what are you gonna do? Matt Riddle's Matt Riddle, he's high. And then he got the cool hat that you can put on any fucking way. You can have it to the side, you could have it backwards, and I'm gonna leave it backwards, because Matt Riddle looks like the backwards hat kind of guy. Let's go to Luchasaurus. No boot rotation, I know that's a problem. Here's my problem with... Look at this. Look at how loose his legs are. Loosey-goosey. Goes up about that much. Goes out to the side pretty far. Goes backwards, obviously you got the double joint arms. He could really choke himself if he wanted to. Does not look up or down at all. Ab crunch is non-existent. He just broke in half. His knees don't move the greatest. Yeah. See, when I first saw this figure, I was like, this is going to be a good figure, but honestly, this is the biggest disappointment of the year. And that's for all action figures. And it's not even just because I just got him. It's probably for every YouTuber. And then we have on Match Series 1, Kenny Omega. Surprisingly, doesn't have any pointer hands, but he does have these fucking, like... These fucking split in the fucking middle hands. And fucking... Kenny Omega himself kicks up that much. Kicks to the side that much. Knees bend. Around. Yeah, he could bend all the way. Ab crunch. This is a very existent ab crunch, as you know. Kenny Omega is a very... still, no up and down. AEW figures can't really do that too much. Can he choke himself? Yeah, he could fucking choke himself all he wants. Now, can he go backwards? Yeah, barely. Gojo still was in first place when it comes to that. And, yeah, overall, not a bad figure. Not a bad figure at all. But now these three need to move. Look it, I'm grateful for what I got. I know there's no Penta, but if I don't, since I didn't get a Penta, I'll get a Penta in the future. Plus, Lucha Bros don't match their gears all the time, because like Ray Phoenix will wear like black and white, and then Penta's rocking like blue and black gear, so like they don't always match. So let's start off with the badass Lance Archer, and that's like a joke that I made. And let's see, he goes up, he could do a big boot, goes to the side, backward. Non-existent. Ab crunch. He has a better ab crunch than Luchasaurus. He does have an ab crunch. He can choke himself. No up and down motion. Like, it's subtle, but nothing too crazy. Knees, they bend, kind of like the Kennys, but honestly probably better since he has no, knee pads to hinder any of the knee. Not saying that knee pads hinder anything, but I'm just saying he can move. And, I guess we'll dig into Ray Phoenix next. Ray Phoenix comes with his hands. His Unrivaled 2 was shown off with and didn't get, but there you go. There's his pose, and he could also do the pose with those hands. And this is the first ever AEW figure to not come with the normal AEW hands. Luckily, I have the other Ray Phoenix. So yeah, I'll just switch his hands out for that. But obviously, as you could just see, like, he could touch his other shoulder with his hand. Up. Yeah, he can go up. Not as far as Gojo, but he goes up. He goes up. To the side. Okay, that's more than Gojo. To the side. Holy shit. Backwards. Still non-existent because it's, harder plastic towards there. Knee bends. Yeah, it's kind of like the Kenny Omega bend, except, I can't really bend it all the way since I'm holding him with one arm and not two arms. So, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. And, now last, Damien Priest. God damn you. Okay, so let's see. He has the open, shaking hands, or fucking slapping hands. He has a mic holding hand, and he has a fist hand. Now going into the actual figure, he has the necklace and the jacket. Let's see. Obviously, he could choke himself, double jointed arms. He goes up pretty far to the side. I know he's wearing the jacket, so I'm just going to move the jacket out of the way. That way it doesn't hinder. To the side. Pretty good. knee bend. Once again, it's pretty good. He could probably knee the shit out of somebody. And Damien Priest is overall pretty good as well. Also, the likeness is there. Head sculpt. He's wearing the jacket, and even then, it still goes. He has more emotion than every AEW figure when it comes to head sculpts, except for like a couple AEW figures. But now that we've looked at those three, let's go to the other three. And we're gonna start with Jake Hager. And note: do not put this on. Do not have this on your Jake figure. Do not. Look at what it did. It stains the figure. So, the second, if anybody buys the Jake Hager figure, immediately remove the jacket. Otherwise, it will just stain your figure. And it will maybe even eventually get on the torso. So I had to address that. He has 2 fisting hands. So he can punch the shit out of somebody. Have his arms behind his back. And as I mentioned, yeah, there's that. He could really choke the shit out of somebody if he felt like it. This guy's muscular as fuck. Going up, there's nothing. To the side, yeah, something. Backwards, he can't. Like, it's barely anything. And ab crunch, non-existent. Kind of like Luchasaurus. Overall, not bad. But for anybody who wants the Jake Hager figure, you better immediately take this jacket off, otherwise it will stain like my Jake Hager. Now moving on to the Asuka, she has slapping hands because, yeah, and she also comes with the mask. The mask is removable, and then you have the actual Asuka figure. And then, you know, only single jointed arms, even though she's in the set where everybody has double jointed arms, except for the 2 girls. Let's see. Ab crunch, seems a little loose to me, but it's fine. To the side, forward, average, and backwards, nothing. Overall, not a terrible figure, but as of right now, I have no use for it until the women's division starts in GBW. And now, Hikaru Shida, she has no boot rotation, so that's already deducting. The AEW women's title, she comes with that, and that's all she comes with. Head sculpt, she can move up and down. Ab crunch, barely anything because she has this on. She can move her arms and her knees, and that's pretty much it. And now the other ring. The difference in steps is like very noticeable. Here's the one with the Kenny ring, and here's one with this ring. They're different shades and different moldings. As you can see at the bottom, there's more molding. Then there, it's just solid nothing. And then the Aubrey Edwards figure. Cannot kick forward. Can barely go to the side. Nothing to the back. No ab crunch. Yeah, she can fucking, be like, match is over. Call the fucking match. And that's about it. And, yeah, not a very good figure. But the ring's cool. Now, time to rank it. Alright, we will be ranking everything excluding the ring. Oh, look at that. That could be a War Games. If I had a cage. But anyway, coming in at number 9, Aubrey Edwards. Yeah, not much to this. Probably the worst thing. But, yeah. Cool to have, I guess. Coming in at number 8, Hikaru Shida. Yeah, you there. She can move her arms. And, that's about it. Hikaru Shida, number 8. I must be stupid. I said 9. I meant 13. So, yeah, number 13, Aubrey Edwards. Number 12, Hikaru fucking Shida. And number 11. Number 11 is Asuka. Honestly, it's just kind of here. It's Asuka. And, yeah, I mean, it's movable. It's good paint job and everything, but, like, I don't really have much of a use for it as of right now. So that is why it is low. I don't have much of a use for it. Coming in at number 10. Again, at number 10 is Luchasaurus I want. I didn't want to believe the videos. I thought, maybe that's just experiences with theirs. No, this figure is disappointing. Between the knees not being able to bend, no ab crunch, and no boot rotation, this figure comes in at number 10. But it's not a bad figure. Paint job's amazing. You gotta give it to that. Paint job, amazing. It's not a bad figure. Just very disappointing. Number 9. Number 9 is Santana. There's not much to say about Santana. Santana is just Santana. He's here above everybody else because, well, not very posable. No use. Not posable at all, but good to look at. And he's actually posable. So, yeah. Let's get into number 8. Coming in at number 8 is Jake Hager. See, there's nothing wrong with this figure, just like Santana, but there's figures more superior than it. I mean, I can deduct points for the jacket, and well, didn't they make a variant where he has brown hair? This one has orange hair, so we got Connor McHager here. So, that's cool. Got the other variant, the first variant, and let's get into number 7. Number 7 is Ray Phoenix. Good paint job, good figure, but the other figures are just superior. Also, there's no Penta. Which, as I said, Lucha Bros sometimes wear different gears. So that's fine. But also, he doesn't have the normal AEW hands. Instead, he has 2 pairs of the exact same hand. That's weird, but yeah. We'll roll with it. Number 7 is the Unrivaled Series 6 Ray Phoenix. Number 6. Coming in at number 6 is Unrivaled 7 Lance Archer. There's nothing wrong with this figure. It's actually very good. Amazing. But the other figures are superior. I mean, this looks like them. It moves good, but figures are superior. So let's get into number 5. Coming in at number 5 is Damien Priest. Well, let's see. It looks amazing. It poses amazingly. The head sculpt's amazing. It's on ball joints, double jointed arms. What's not to like about this? But, in my personal opinion, there's figures that are better. Getting into number 4. At number 4 is Kenny Omega. Amazing to look at. Like, this looks really fucking good. Poses well. Hair, I could have sworn it was blonde, but mine's like a blonde and black. But I don't know, maybe I was just seeing things wrong, but it's good. Poses well, but due to also biased opinion and anticipation for figure, Kenny Omega was not more anticipated than number 3, Matt Riddle. I was so excited for this figure, more than I was Kenny Omega, and now that I got it, it's amazing. It poses good, double jointed arms, finally have the flip flops, double jointed knees, the head sculpt, the hat, the cloth shirt. Kenny Omega, he doesn't really come with accessories either. But that's not going to deduct him any points. Number 3 is Matt Riddle. Number 2 is Yugi Todori. This figure is fucking amazing and I love it. But at number 1, Satoru Gojo. Okay. This is way better than Itadori. It blows it out the water. Like, this man is so posable. He's so fun. I fucking love Gojo in the show, and this figure is amazing. I love this figure. And this was the first, well, these 2 are the first ever SHs I've ever owned. So congratulations, Yuji and Gojo. And that is my ranking of this. Number 13, Aubrey Edwards. 12, Karshida. 11, Asuka. 10, Luchasaurus. 9, Santana. 8, Jake Hager. 7, Ray Phoenix. 6, Lance Archer. 5, Damien Priest. 4, Kenny Omega. 3, Matt Riddle. 2, Yuji Todori. Number 1, Satoru Gojo. And the ring is cool. And it's good to not finally have tape on the ring. Now, without further ado, this is Nappa and Vegeta heading out. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you at All Out. Peace out, everybody.